You're watching the News Hour at 10.
Good evening. You're with the News Hour Special Edition at 10. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. We'll be discussing on the show today Prime Minister Modi's comments in Azamgarh. Has he sounded the poll bugle for 2019? At least set the stage for the monsoon session of Parliament that is going to begin next week. Also, we'll be discussing the continuing tragedy in Mumbai of pothole deaths. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. The BJP downplays J&K affidavit in Supreme Court clearing prosecution of Major Aditya. Party's Kashmir in charge. Ram Madhav says view of the centre will prevail. After Rahul plays Muslim card, Prime Minister Modi repeats the Namdar giant. Claims Congress chief betrayed the Muslim women by blocking Triple Talaq bill. Over 700 SDPI cadre detained by Kerala cops. News tightens around Islamic terror, while left government ends the free run. When will Congress end appeasement? After Manisha, Anna and Kalpesh killer potholes claim another victim. 27-year-old Sunny killed after his bike hits a pothole in Navi Mumbai. The Prime Minister has kick-started Mission 2019, addressing a mega rally in Azamgarh. The Prime Minister levelled massive charges on the Congress, accusing it of appeasement and slammed it for doing so. Also, in fact, slamming him for doing so-called secularism. Let's listen in.
ये तो बताइए कि मुसलमानों की पार्टी भी क्या सिर्फ पुरुषों की भी है कि महिलाओं की भी है?
The Prime Minister tearing into the Congress, questioning his duplicity on issues concerning the minority community.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष श्रीमान नामदार ने ये कहा कि कांग्रेस ये मुस्लिमों की पार्टी है, लेकिन मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के ये नामदार से पूछना चाहता हूं, आप कांग्रेस पार्टी मुस्लिमों की पार्टी है, आपको ठीक लगे, आपको मुबारक, लेकिन ये तो बताइए कि मुसलमानों की पार्टी भी क्या सिर्फ पुरुषों की भी है कि महिलाओं की भी है? क्या मुस्लिम महिलाओं के लिए भी इज्जत के लिए, सम्मान के लिए, गौरव के लिए, उनके हक के लिए कोई जगह है क्या? पार्लियामेंट में कानून रोक करके बैठ जाते हैं, हो हल्ला करते हैं, पार्लियामेंट चलने नहीं देते हैं.
The Congress was quick to counter the BJP's narrative.
There is no Muslim party, there is no Hindu party, there is no Christian party. They are political parties, and they are political parties made up of human beings. Human beings are human beings that are blessed by God to live upon this earth. And it is good if BJP was to discover what human beings are. They spend too much time amongst those who are not human beings, I think.
The two national parties are clashing once again over the Triple Talaq bill. While the BJP-led centre is blaming the opposition for betraying Muslim women by blocking the bill for gender justice, the Congress claims it is only raising genuine concerns.
Unfortunately, Prime Minister of the country, he picks up one sentence of the speech of his choice. It is unfortunate. As far as 3 Talaq is concerned, Congress party supports it, provided there are certain amendments in the
Whatever has been said by Prime Minister is thoroughly correct, factually based, and it has nothing but to expose the true face of Congress party. And now they should try to answer that with whom they are, and if they are, then what they have done for Muslims and what they have done for the Muslim women.
Ahead of the 2019 polls, religion takes centre stage. On test is Congress's secularism. So will Rahul come out and clarify his stand? Bureau Report, Times Now.
For more on this, I'm joined by a guest live. Aman Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Raghav Avasthi, lawyer and RSS thinker, is also joining us. Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, is with us here in the studio. Also, we have Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, joining us. Ashutosh Mishra, hasn't the Prime Minister put the Congress on test? He's saying, prove your secularism, because by stalling the Triple Talaq bill, The Congress seems to be proving that it is against Muslim women.
So it was actually a very insipid speech by the Prime Minister, and like a broken record, he is stuck on the same thing. And he, Namdar bataye. Even here, the triple talaq bill is a double jeopardy for the Muslim women. First, they there is a breakdown of their marriage, and then you put their husband, who is the bread earner, in jail. That is problem number one. The
So you don't see this as a social reform at all?
He is still repeating.
You don't think this is a social reform at all?
It's not a matter of social reform.
You don't think women are suffering because of triple talaq?
They are trying to punish
I'm
Muslims.
asking you a question. As a citizen of this country,
Congress has said
leave politics aside. Do women not suffer with triple talaq?
You just have carried the Congress spokesperson's view that they are against triple talaq. They are against triple talaq,
no, I'm
but they
asking
do not support the draconian law that is being proposed. Now,
Madhav,
Ashutosh, I am asking you a specific question.
Madhav,
are you opposed to triple talaq in any way or not? Do you not think this is an important reform that this country needs?
Everybody opposes triple talaq. It's anti-Islamic. Haven't you heard what Dr. Hamid Ansari said? Even Islam does not approve of it. Everybody opposes triple talaq.
Then why stall the bill, sir?
The problem here is that Mr. Modi has nothing to show about his vikas. So he is trying to now use Subramaniam Swami's theorem of dividing.
Aman Sinha wants to comment on this.
First they try to divide Hindu and Muslims. Now they are dividing.
Okay, I think we are veering off the subject a bit. Aman Sinha, the question is this. Now, will this set the stage for the monsoon session? Because clearly what the Congress does as far as the triple talaq bill is going to be something that the BJP is going to take up in a big way. That's what the Prime Minister has very clearly indicated.
well, absolutely we will. And if the Congress was against triple talaq, what were they doing for all these 50, 60 years? Did they ever have courage to stand up before Supreme Court and on affidavit on oath say that they are against the regressive practice of triple talaq, that it is discriminatory, that it deprives Muslim women of right to live life with dignity and liberty and security? Did they do so? No, it was only this government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi which had the courage and conviction to stand up before Supreme Court, put it on affidavit and say that this is a regressive practice, this is discriminatory, this deprives Muslim women of right to equality and right to lead life with dignity and security, and therefore it was abolished. Because earlier also, Madhav, courts had taken a view against this regressive practice.
It wasn't abolished.
But at no time in the past,
Supreme Court stuck it down.
Any government had the political will or conviction to say categorically that this is a regressive practice, this is discriminatory and deprives women of life and liberty.
Answer
and today, when Congress spokespersons, they come around and try to take credit, I feel really, surprised and shocked at their hypocrisy that they are practicing. Not only this, Madhav, the triple talaq bill, please allow me to respond. He has been jumping up and down and disturbing when I'm speaking also. Please allow me to complete, Madhav.
Here also, what we are seeing is...
Okay, Aman Sinha, finish your point and then he'll respond to you.
It has been struck down because we said that it is illegal, unconstitutional and discriminatory. Did the Congress government in past ever say that? It was put up for judicial scrutiny on several occasions. They never said that.
Okay, Ashutosh, respond.
In fact,
if you're so serious,
you all remember that in Shah Banu case, when a 120 rupees maintenance was given to Muslim women, they passed a parliamentary enactment to overturn the Supreme Court judgment and deprive Muslim women of a paltry maintenance of 120 rupees.
So for Modi government, triple talaq is like Ram Mandir. ये इसको नासूर बना के रखना चाहते हैं, like a bleeding wound. They don't have a solution to it. They want it just like they keep.
If you do not understand ABC of law, or your arguments are illogical, there is no one who can help
Subramaniam Swami has said it on record.
The Supreme Court has mandated that there should be a law on this subject because large number of complaints are coming to police station. Muslim women are going to law enforcing authorities and they do not know under what provision of law action is required to be taken. and
Muslim, you are
therefore
not helping
there was a
Muslim
need for
women.
this
You are
law.
just putting
The
them into
Supreme
more
Court
trouble.
judgment
You are
mandates
putting them
and
into
we
more
have
trouble.
brought this law
One moment, I want to bring in
pursuant
other
to the
panelists as
Supreme
well.
Court judgment.
Behind bars.
In Lok
Gentlemen,
Sabha it has
one
been
moment,
passed, and in
One
Rajya
moment,
Sabha
please.
where
Aman
opposition has the
Sinha
higher numbers,
and Ashutosh
they are
Mishra. One
denying
moment,
and
please. I want to bring in
depriving
Raghav.
Muslim
He wants to
women
come in on
their
this.
right
Yes,
to life
Raghav.
and liberty.
Can I come in, please?
Yes, please. Raghav, go ahead.
Yes. So what I was telling Mr. Ashutosh Mishra needs a lesson in history. He probably does not know that it was because of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi and his Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act that Muslim women were reduced to destitution after being divorced by their husbands. So it is not as if the Modi government has anything to do with it. Secondly, as far as triple talaq is concerned, as Mr. Sinha rightly said, a very progressive stand on this issue was taken by this government before the Supreme Court. And that is one of the reasons why the Supreme Court has struck down the practice of triple talaq. And the Congress party should now have the courage to speak out for the rights of Muslim women instead of, indulging in all of this sophistry and whataboutery. And if the Congress party does not do that, Muslim women will show the Congress party its place come the next election. And it is really unfortunate that the party which ensured that women had the greatest possible participation in our freedom struggle has failed the Muslim women of this country so miserably just because it feels that there is a certain number of regressive male clerics who can deliver the Muslim votes to it en masse at election time. And it is even more unfortunate that an ostensibly independent commentator like Mr. Mishra is endorsing all that the Congress party has done, all that the Congress party has done against Muslim women. So Mr. Mishra, you should stop indulging in this sophistry. You're not doing your masters in the Congress party any service either. Please understand that.
You should understand.
I'm not indulging in sophistry.
That this
the
law
Bharatiya Janata Party has come out in support of Muslim women, while the Congress party is opposing the triple talaq bill. Triple talaq, the utterance of triple talaq needs to be criminalized. It needs to be criminalized. Just so it loses all relevance. It has to be criminalized.
All right. We are barely able to understand any of you when we both try to speak at the same time. I want to quickly bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari, has the Prime Minister really set a challenge for the opposition? Come out and make your stand clear. Are you with Muslim women or not? Because this is coming in the context of allegations of Congress being a Muslim-dhari party. That's the allegation that is coming in. The Prime Minister coming out and saying, are you only with Muslim men or are you with Muslim women also?
Madhav, I would say what a petty speech by the Prime Minister. Flashback 5 years back, July 2013, where in the run-up to become the Prime Minister said, "Achhe din aayenge." He said, "Sabka saath, sabka vikas." He said, "Jobs will be created." He said, "Women will be protected." He said, "Corruption will be curtailed." He said, "Black money will come back." All that agenda has vanished. Today, the Prime Minister is resorting to the only agenda that BJP can consistently play, which is the agenda of polarization.
I
did not interrupt you, Aman. I did not interrupt you. Allow me my few sentences.
Or you had closed your ears.
I did not interrupt you.
Okay, let him speak. Let him speak.
In Uttar Pradesh, he shared the dais with Ajay Singh Best. Look at the interruption. In Uttar Pradesh, he shared the dais with Ajay Singh Best, but did not question about the regime of mob lynching that has been unleashed. Example, Hapur. The fact that sitting MLA of BJP was accused of raping a minor. All these things matter. When you spoke about an agenda, I don't know why somebody is interrupting in the middle when I did not interrupt them. Let us have a simple debate where we don't speak over one another.
Okay. Finish your point.
My simple point is, Prime Minister agenda for 2019 has shrunk as a result. He doesn't have any promise. As a result, what Akhilesh Yadav ji is saying, that the nation is in a mood, the nation wants a new Prime Minister, because this Prime Minister has nothing to offer. What unleashed in Azamgarh was a Prime Minister who has nothing to offer.
I want to come to you on a simple point. I want to come to you on a simple point. The Congress party over the past few days, if we've been following the news, has been under the scanner for the kind of statements that have been coming, for the kind of meetings that Rahul Gandhi has had, and the kind of news that has been coming out of these meetings. Because there's very clear allegations of whether Congress party, after at one point of time in Karnataka and Gujarat, that was indulging in majority appeasement, with these temple runs, has now decided to change track just a year before the elections.
Madhav,
that's the direct question that's being asked.
In all earnestness, these are conversations in echo chamber. What is playing out on the street?
No,
on the street, what is playing out is flooding in Mumbai, where people are dying due to potholes. What is playing out on the street is a lynch mob regime. What is playing out on the street is fake rumors. Respond to what people want. People want a simple agenda. Would you create jobs? Would you speak about keeping the society in peace? Would you improve infrastructure? Would you diminish?
These are all going to be questions that are debated in the monsoon session.
Yes,
you cannot run away from that.
We will not. But look at what is going to happen in monsoon session. This is the government that is facing a no confidence motion from its own ex-allies and informal allies. Do you think the parliament will function in the face of no confidence motion? What is the response on no confidence motion?
Aman Sinha, how will this matter play out on the floor of the House of Parliament?
Yes, Madhav. Obviously, we have numbers in Lok Sabha. We'll get the bill passed. And in Rajya Sabha, we expect and hope that all the, great votaries and supporters of Muslim rights and Muslim women rights, they'll come around and support this very progressive bill, which is being brought in pursuance to the judgment of the Constitution Bench of Supreme Court. Because there is no law on this point, and many a times when women are going to police and enforcement agencies, they feel that in absence of any specific law, they are not being given adequate protection and their grievances are not being addressed. As far as the question of BJP and the remarkable speech of Prime Minister which was there today, I think Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari was obviously not listening to the speech, and even if he was, he is very selective about what he says. All I can tell you is that Samajwadi Party has been repeatedly voted out, has been repeatedly on the decline. They have their own issues. On the other hand, the BJP after 2014, Madhav, it has got higher votes, higher vote share in each and every election, irrespective whether we have won that state or we have not been able to make a government. And in any case, we have from 4 states, we are in 22 states in a span of 4 years. And we are at our all-time high. People are reposing their faith and support in leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and in Bharatiya Janata Party. And these parties, Samajwadi Party, Congress Party, they are no match either to the political prowess, to the trust and expectations and hope and faith that people repose in Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and therefore they are indulging into such either blatant communal politics or trying to divide the society along communal or caste lines in order to get some political brownie points.
Are you scared of the kind of political capital that the Prime Minister will make if this kind of a bill is implemented? Is that what the opposition is scared of? Are you opposing for the sake of opposition? Well,
Akhilesh Yadav did a press conference today. He did not criticize the Prime Minister. He challenged him that can you build a better expressway in as much time or less than time? The answer is no, they cannot. Can you build a metro? The answer is no.
I don't think
they are inaugurating schemes that we inaugurated in December 2016, and that is the agenda that the government has been left with. Finally, it was in Uttar Pradesh that the Prime Minister spoke about 56-inch chest with respect to electrification. You tell me 2 years later, is electrification better in Uttar Pradesh than ever before? Are they getting more power? In Uttar Pradesh, Prime Minister spoke about Shamshan, Kabristan,
electricity has reached
on
each
Eid
and every village,
the script
not
of
only of Uttar Pradesh but the entire country.
It is a divisive script.
And when this government came to power, Madhav, in 2014, there were no bidders and takers for highway and expressway projects. They were lying in perennial litigation and red tape. Today, the highways are being built at 27 kilometers per day. That is an all-time high record.
Because of his inability to polarize.
But why oppose a reform?
Nothing is falling apart from you, Mr. Ghanshyam.
No,
it is your party which is falling apart, and therefore you seem to be thinking that everything is falling apart.
We will support it. But when it comes to actually passing the bill, who supports this?
Professor Ram Gopal Yadav spoke on this bill in the parliament, and we said that this must be referred about the issue of criminalization, whether to criminalize or not. But the bigger question with respect to parliament is, last year the parliament sat for just 50 days, less than the number of Sundays in a year. Who created that? BJP. This year the Prime Minister has...
How do you blame the BJP? Isn't it the opposition which is opposing?
They called the parliament. They decided to not call the parliament because of Gujarat election.
When was it that simple?
When has that happened?
When is it that simple?
When has that
Raghav Awasthi, is it correct to blame the BJP for disrupting parliament?
Yes.
There is a no confidence motion.
No, I think Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, has completely lost his marbles. He does not understand what is happening. He is being aware of non sequiturs, he does not understand that the issue is triple talaq and whether the utterance of triple talaq should be criminalized or not. This debate is not about expressways and highways. When it is time to debate expressways and highways, he can do that. But the fact of the matter is that today opposition parties like the Samajwadi Party must answer as to why they are throwing Muslim women under the bus. Because Muslim women in 2019 will be a significant voting bloc. And then they shall not vote for parties like the Samajwadi Party who are unwilling to debate the issue at hand. Why is Ghanshyam Tiwari not saying with certitude that those who utter triple talaq and leave their wives to a life of destitution should not be put behind bars? He should be saying that this should be put behind bars. But he will not do that because his party's DNA is anti-women.
I don't want to go into marbles who has lost his marbles or not. This is not a way to talk. I condemn it, but Raghav can choose to repeat it. The bigger question is that when the parliament meets, the first thing on the agenda is no confidence motion.
You are not debating the issue at hand. What is the issue at hand? We are talking about we are not talking about the no confidence motion.
You are a man with many marbles. Let me answer your question.
The opposition has failed Muslim women.
You are a man with many marbles. Let me answer your question.
That is why I am saying that you are not speaking any sense at all, because you are dealing in non sequiturs. What you are saying has no connection to what is being debated, sir.
Okay, you are a man. You're the marble man of India, man with many marbles. Let me answer a question. Parliament has to face there is a no confidence motion at the floor of the House, which this government has to face, brought by your own ally. The bigger question is, last time that no confidence motion was not allowed because the speaker did not want it, because you said there was too much hangama in the Parliament. The first thing that you will have to face is whether this no confidence motion sinks or sails, and it is only after that you discuss any bills.
Are we debating the no confidence motion?
For this,
Mr. Tiwari, are we debating the no confidence motion?
Well, it is the government that chose to have an informal ally in AIDMK, which went to the floor of the House and disrupted the House so that no confidence motion is not placed. When the no confidence motion gets discussed, the questions about how this government has abdicated.
I want to bring what is your party's stand on the triple talaq bill?
We are not debating the no confidence motion.
I don't think we want to get back into what will happen next week in Parliament. We've debated that for a while now. But the core charge, Ghanshyam Tiwari, is the Muslim-dhari charge that has been levelled repeatedly by the BJP over the last 3 days. That has been coming in repeatedly from the... No, one second. No, whether it's the agenda or not, why don't you debate that? Because this seems to be, some kind of a positioning that the Congress and other opposition parties seem to be taking in the run-up to the 2019 polls. No, is there some kind of a course correction? Is there a rethink?
This is the only position that BJP is left with. That is what I'm saying. You flash back 5 years back.
Who called the meeting of the intellectuals, sir?
When Mr. Modi wanted to be the Prime Minister, what was he talking about? He was talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. It was not a slogan that we coined. He spoke about Achhe Din. Does he repeat even those two slogans? When was the last time you heard the Prime Minister repeat the word Achhe Din? The answer is never, because the Prime Minister does not believe that he can deliver Achhe Din.
The Ghanshyam Tiwari, the Prime
Minister today came out and said... I'm sorry, Madhav, may I just come in now?
Okay, Aman, come in.
No, for the entire period of his speech, Prime Minister was only talking about Vikas. He was talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. He was talking about how things have improved. Today, India has emerged as a global superpower. We have overtaken our colonial rulers, England and France also, to become the 6th and now 5th largest economy in the world. For past 4 years, we are the fastest growing economy in the world, highest foreign direct investment, low inflation rates, highest forex reserve ratio on any parameter. And therefore, these are Achhe Dins. What else would be Achhe Din? And this is what is being discussed and talked about. Now, Mr. Tiwari, don't jump up and down and disrupt. You were just preaching that nobody should come and interrupt and interject. Why are you jumping up and down now? When all these figures, when I am confronting you with reality, you are not able to take it, and you are getting impatient. The fact of the matter is that Prime Minister speaks about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. He speaks about Achhe Din. He speaks about all 130 crore Indians. But the the opposition parties,
So you
they
tell
have
me,
pathological
Mr. Raman
hatred
Sinha, did
against
your government
BJP
find out
and Prime
whether the
Minister
Swiss bank
Narendra
has white
Modi
money or black money
because
now?
they cannot match him politically.
government find out
They
whether the
cannot
Swiss
match
bank
him
has the
on
new
merit.
money, thousands
They are
of crores
nowhere
that
near
Swiss
him.
bank got?
They
Was
are
was
just
that white money or black
insecure
money?
and anxious and jealous of the fact that
Okay.
people of this country, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari,
Okay,
from
gentlemen,
east
this
to
has been
west,
an
are
extremely
reposing their
engaging
faith
debate, and
in
I'm
Prime
sure this
Minister
debate can
Narendra
go on
Modi
for a
and
while,
his
but we have to leave it there for the moment. The facts are before you, ladies and gentlemen. I leave it to you to judge exactly where really this entire debate or these charges of the BJP of Congress being a Muslim-dhari party really stand. You've heard multiple points of view. Thank you so much for joining us on this debate.
You're watching the News Hour at 10.